He's the one running us through a bunch of stuff tonight and raid leading tomorrow as well. So
No pressure.
it's a sputter, no pressure, bro.
No, that's all sweet. No worries. All right. Do you want me to kick it off?
Yeah, I think we're ready.
When you
Let's
are,
do it.
Chief.
Cool. All right. G'day everyone. Nice to meet you all. I'm Splutter, obviously. Um, I'll give you a quick rundown of where I'm from. So I mainly play Alliance. I also played with Anzacs for about 6 months last year. I've run Molten Core basically every week since the server's launched. So I know it pretty well, although I don't know the later content too well. So you're in good hands. I've pulled for probably 4 or 5 months last year. Led a few raids over in Wombats. I was the GM of Hardcore Wombats over in Alliance as well. Yeah. So we're going to get stuck into Molten Core tomorrow. So I think we've got a bit of a mix of people. We've got a lot of experience or not much experience at all or returning. That's totally fine. I basically only started playing Classic WoW about 18 months ago for these servers. So I get the new player perspective and I remember what it's like trying to learn it all. It can be a bit overwhelming. Molten Core is pretty forgiving as we go, but it is still very dangerous. This one of the most important things here is the assignments that we've got open. So I'd recommend when we're raiding, everyone have this up on like your second monitor, or if you've only got one, have it open in the background. For new raiders, the assignments are basically your jobs for each section of the raid. So each boss will have particular mechanics we need to negate, or things you need to do, and that'll be mainly to keep everyone safe. So if you've played Alliance, this style of assignments is pretty common along a lot of the guilds. So I've like shamelessly stolen it and just repurposed it for True Blue. Yeah, so I've got a few bits and pieces. So I think we're starting at Onyxia tomorrow.
Yep.
So we'll start with Onyxia for anyone who hasn't done it. I've actually got a VOD from last night's raid over on Alliance. So I'll show you Onyxia for anyone who hasn't done it, who hasn't seen it before. But at a high level, Onyxia has 3 phases. So the first phase, basically, your tank will just grab Onyxia, move it to the back of the room, and everyone just white hits. So don't do any crazy damage. And then at about 70%, everyone's going to pop all their cooldowns, apart from one tank. Onyxia's going to fly up in the air. We're going to kill her as fast as we can, and get her. And while she's up in the air, she's going to spit fireballs at the highest threat, and it's going to reset their threat. That means that when she lands in phase 3 at somewhere in like 20 or 30% health, she's going to run at whoever's the top of the threat meters. So rogues, hunters, anyone with a threat drop mechanic, you need to hold it until phase 3, and then it's probably going to be a warrior at the top of the threat table. Whatever warrior has threat at the start of phase 3 just needs to take it to the back of the room, and we'll also try and have one of the tanks hold their mechanics and their buttons until phase 3, and they'll try and zug it so that they can get threat. I'll give you a quick run through. I'll play our fight with Onyxia last night, just so that anyone who hasn't seen it before kind of knows what to expect. Is that video streaming okay?
Yep.
Sweet.
Yep.
All right, cool. So this isn't my perspective. This is one of our warriors. So basically, this is running into Onyxia's lair. So there's a couple of mobs that we have to deal with first. So no melee go in for these. So you'll see that all the melee are just staying back, and then the ranged will be killing these mobs as we go through. So that's pretty straightforward. Kill another one of the mobs. Run through. Yeah, here we go. So for anyone who's pretty experienced, this presentation might be a little bit boring, but it's good. I think it's important to get all the skill level up for everyone, bit of awareness of what to expect. So this is the fight here. So we're just running in. So what's happening here is the tank's getting threat, running right to the back of the room. And then everyone's just doing white hits, basically, as the tank pulls it to the back of the room. This is phase 1. And so you see her health is at about 92%, 90, 89. So everyone's sort of chilling until 70%. Then she's going to fly up in the air, and everyone's going to pump as hard as they can. And she has a massive hitbox, you can see, as well.
Just to interrupt you for a minute, it's just to be clear, we're attacking from the sides, correct? Not the
Yes.
front or the back.
Yes, yes, yeah, great point. So Anixia has a flame breath that she does forwards, and she has a tail swipe she does backwards. So you need to be at her side, hitting her when she's on the ground. Great point. Great point. So now it's just gone to phase 2. So everyone's popping all their cooldowns, pumping her as hard as they can. She's going to run to the back of the room, and she's going to fly up in the air. So even though she's in the air, melee can still hit her. So we're pumping her as hard as we can. So what's happening at the moment is that she's going to start throwing fireballs at the highest threat. That's going to start resetting all the tanks threat. There are some whelps, these little dragon things that will spawn on the sides. Mages, you need to focus on these when they spawn. Raid leader or whoever sees it just needs to call their whelps. We need a couple of warriors and then some mages to clean them up, and everyone else stay on Anixia. So they're cleaning up whelps at the moment. Then they'll go back to the boss, hitting her from the ground.
How do you have the group split up here? Is that going to be called out?
Yeah, we'll usually go like evens left and odds right from where we're facing.
Yeah.
Also,
as we walk in.
I'm pretty experienced with Alliance, but I haven't rated a whole lot on Horde. So if there's anything that's Horde specific, like that Shamans do or something like that, feel free to yell out as well.
Yeah, that would be totems on this fight.
Tremor totems.
Sweet, sweet.
Are we putting our totems to the side somewhere, or we can just put them wherever? Does it matter for that?
It's a good question. Someone else have to answer
that. Good question.
You're gonna put them next to the walls. Is where you're gonna.
As long as Wind Fury's in range of the warriors, dude.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah,
that's a warrior answer if I've ever heard one. That's a warrior.
Yeah, make sure it's right next to Metal.
All right, so she's transitioning to phase 3 now. Here, so she's going to fly down on the ground and do an AOE fear. Everyone's going to get feared, and she's going to run at whoever's the highest threat, which is actually me last night at this point. So once you see the phase 3 thing pop up on your DBM, if you're a hunter or a rogue, vanish, feign death. If you're like a warlock, you need to lip or petri, and same with like mages, ice block. And if you've still got threat afterwards, then you need to lip or petri, which does happen sometimes.
And if you don't, you can get teleported to next year as well, I believe. I've had that happen to me.
Gotcha.
Like, I was a warlock, I didn't live, I got teleported to the boss and got smacked for like 95% of my health, so it's pretty important if your threat's up there.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, need to be very, very conscious of the threat.
Wait, can you explain that? You got teleported?
Yeah, so I was nowhere near Anixia, but I had threat. The boss didn't run to me, it teleported me underneath her, like directly, and smacked me in the head. And like you don't have to get one shot, so I petried or
It's only if you're number 1 on threat meters?
Yep.
Yeah, he was the number 1.
That sounds like a bug.
It may have been, honestly. True, yeah, it was definitely
I guess it's a lesson to keep your lips and your petris on a button, so you can hit them real fast.
Don't fuck around with lip, yep.
Wait, did y'all had 2 people die in this shit?
Hunters, bro, feigning.
Oh, yeah, we're feigning. Yeah, so this is the start of phase 3. Yeah, sorry.
I just came back to the stream and I was like, the fuck?
Yeah. So this is phase 3. The DBM's just set it. She's about to land on the ground. So me and one of the other hunters have feigned death. Rogue should vanish. And she just landed on the ground. So at the moment, Javari and Ultra Weenies are the 2 with top threat. They're not our usual tanks, so they just need to grab it and run to the tank spot at the far side of the room. And same thing, attack it from the side. And that is basically the fight.
So real quick, right there when she used that flame breath. So I have the Kelsirar quest. I need to plant this sword.
Yeah,
wherever she uses
front of
that.
her, I think, up near the tank spot. And then you need to use it on her body, I think, before you skin it.
So I could drop that while she's in the air, like while I'm DPSing. I could just spin around.
You
put
want
it
to do
far
it
north.
phase 1.
Phase 1?
Do it in phase 1.
Okay.
Straight away.
Okay. And then we just don't skin it till I do
Just
that.
gotta be careful. No one picks up your sword because people can pick it up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're not on the quest, don't pick up sword. Or if you are, just make sure you pick up yours. And that's pretty much the fight. It's not too long. It can get a little spicy with the threat resets. That's like the biggest risk. And when she lands, make sure that you lip or petri or threat reset, and if you're a warrior, just run to the front of the room with her. Not too difficult, and with a full 40 and the fucking crazy amount of warriors that we have, we're gonna smash it. It'll be super easy. So
I do
that's
have one
Elixir.
thing I want to ask.
Sure.
I posted a video in our Discord, which is Blood Risen, right? And it's me as playing a warlock, and I got crazy RNG. After that, like after learning, like you got a Petri, and then also maybe lip, and then Petri.
Yep.
After that, we kind of delegated our tank that was taking the majority of the fight at the beginning of phase 1. He would kind of like run over to our group a little bit. Like he would have like a little nipple on him, so he'd be like, "Hey, come to me if you want to get fireballed or whatever," or whoever
Yep.
else is on the next threat table. Like I
Yep.
found that to be kind of useful in case that does happen for like something like my class.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So she's gonna. Yeah. What we usually do is we have one of our tanks who I think is lowest low in this fight that we say that we get to hold on to like stack rage for phase 3 and hold on your abilities, and then we get them to pump as hard as they can to try and grab it and take it back the room, which is nice and safe. But yeah, so when she's sitting up in the air, she's shooting fireballs at the highest threat, and if you're within like 5 or 10 yards, your threat will get reset too. I think. Does that
Yeah, I believe
clarify?
that's how that mechanic works. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just prefer that, like being if we could aim for that. It's not a big deal or anything. If I need to
Sure.
Petri or lip, I will definitely do it. But like, yeah, it just was one bad instance that could have
Yeah.
definitely probably killed a lot of people.
Yeah, yeah, and that's the biggest risk is if she lands on the ground and like a warlock or something's got through it and doesn't petri, she's gonna breathe on the raid, which is like 2,000 damage. Get that, then it can get spicy really fast. Can happen. But I think that's Elixir. Anyone have any questions? And we'll move on to Molten Core.
And remember, we'll be calling this out as well, play by play with the raid leader tomorrow. You're not gonna have to remember all of this, but
Yeah,
just try and remember what you can.
With the whelps and the mages blizzarding, is it all mages, or are we gonna have like designated mages do it?
it's a good. What have we got? 4? I guess we'll try and have like 2 on each side.
Yeah.
We've got 4 mages, so
All the majors then, easy.
yeah,
Yeah.
all the mages. Yep.
Okay, so like there's 2 spots it can come out from, and if
Yeah,
it's on
so
that
when
side,
I'll take the video back a little bit. Back to here. So when you're running down here, so basically, straight off to our left, so 90 degrees to the left is where is an alleyway where the whelps come from. The same on the right. There's like a little tunnel. You'll see eggs on the ground, and if you get smacked like tail whipped into the eggs, they'll spawn whelps, like in Ubers.
Yeah.
Like in Ubers.
Or more deadly.
Yeah. More deadly.
Way more. Dixie, and if you do get thread, you have to go into that tank spot, regardless of who you are. Correct?
If you're a warrior, if you're a tank class, yes.
Okay. If you
So
what you're saying, if
warrior.
you get thread, if not, you just petri immediately.
A lip, you can lip first. So lip will she'll stop targeting you for 6 seconds, but it's possible after the 6 seconds you still have highest threat. And if you're like a warlock or a mage and you don't have another way to reset your threat, then you want a petri after that, because you're not only risking yourself, you're risking the raid, because the rest of the raid's going to be grouped up and the tank's going to be out by themselves in front of her.
Gotcha.
I doubt you'd be holding it for long on a mage, to be honest. You'd be sweet.
Yeah, I've seen it like once on a mage. I've run only 40, 50 times in the last year. I've seen a mage once or twice. Does happen, just to be aware. But mages can usually ice block lip, and then you're sweet. So I wouldn't worry too much. Cool. All right. So that is Onyxia. So that's the first fight we'll do, and then we'll all half the Kargath, and we'll run to Molten Core. So with Molten Core, with these assignments, we've got some general tanking assignments on the trash tab. So the tanks, make sure you look at these, and healers as well. Make sure you know your assigned heals, who to focus on. It's important that when we're fighting, especially for the healers, when you've got like an assigned, like one of the main tanks like Shrek Ringer or something, that you focus on healing them. Like you can spot heal the raid a little bit, but just focus on that really. But so when we go into Molten Core, basically what'll happen at the start, we'll pull some mobs back to the raid right at the start. We'll head down a ramp. I wonder if I've got a map of Molten Core.
We should also just, I don't know if this is permanent, but we should assign the shouts to someone that has the improved book.
Yes.
If possible.
We can change that.
Yeah.
Yep. So I think me and Leaf and Zug all have edit access for this. So we can change that. I don't know who has the books, but we
The
can
battle
change that.
shouts already been split out over the groups. That's already done.
Okay.
If you're talking about improved demo, and then yeah, I've already done that for myself, and I'll make sure the other tank.
I just know
has
that
it too.
Marwolf does not
Other one
have
pressing it.
improved shout. Oh,
Do you
but they
mean
could be
like the talent? Or
Yeah,
the
well,
book?
no, the
The
book.
book's battle shout.
Yeah.
Just battle shout.
Yeah, we don't
These
have
are
it.
T-Claps and Demos.
Demos? Okay.
Friend that has improved.
Yeah, we got tons of improved. It'll be sweet as.
We've got so many fucking warriors. It's crazy. I've never seen that many in a raid.
Yeah, dude, it's
But all
nuts.
right, cool. So we'll crack on. So there's 10 bosses in Molten Core. Most of them are pretty straightforward. The first is Lucifron. So it's Lucifron and he has 2 ads. Don't worry too much about having to remember all of this. I'm going to tell you all in real time again tomorrow. But basically, Lucifron has 2 ads. They mind control, can go out straight away. So the most important thing here is to not do any AoE. And we'll kill the ads first. Once they die, we'll kill the boss. Very straightforwards. One of the things for Molten Core to remember for everyone is your positioning is pretty important. Most of the mobs in there will aggro at like 35 or 40 yards range, which is basically like Hunter max range. A lot of things, if they're facing you, you'll butt pull them, and they can be really dangerous. So I've got a video from the middle of last year where we butt pulled a Surger and it booped like half the raid into the lava. So I'll just show you this now. So this is before the first boss. We're on our way down the ramp in Molten Core to the first boss. So what we're doing here is what the mistake here was that the whole raid ran across this bridge, and there's a Surger on the far side that body pulls. So Surger body pulls, half the raid gets knocked into lava, and all of a sudden it gets real spicy. So
Surger, we stack on Surger, right?
Yeah, so the Surgers, they zoom around, and yeah, so everyone will stack up apart from the Hunters. Apart from the pulling Hunter, the Hunters will be at the back because they've got mail, they've got high armor, so they can absorb the charge. And so with the lava, don't panic too much if you get knocked in. It ticks you for a couple of 100 damage at a time. Usually we'll try and summon you back. If not, just Petri, then we'll get you. So don't panic too much if that happens. But that's our clip there. All right, and so I've got another clip here to like emphasize positioning is important. So this is Gehennis, which is the 3rd boss. So what's going to happen here is we've skipped. I'll full screen this. So this is Gehennis over here with the skull on his face.
Callum, you got skull.
There's what we've done in this raid that I'm showing you was skipped a pair of mobs that are over to the right. And someone gets too close and pulls them, and all of a sudden we have a boss, and then we've got ads together.
Okay.
Yeah, those giants there that I just looked at. So I'll just go back and show you. So there, those giants there, they're going to pull because someone gets too close to them. Oops.
We'll put a pull timer at the end. Run in. Not yet. No. You shoot boss once we're in. Callum, fat before you go in, Callum. Okay, shoot boss now. Shoot him back. You guys are on boss. Bring that flame walker back. That flame walker's on the raid. Callum, that's you. Decurse the entire raid.
So what's happening here is this boss does an AoE fire on the ground. Again, I'll explain all this tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of information if you haven't done this before. So he's done an AoE fire on the ground. He's put a curse on everyone. So everyone's a bit distracted by looking at the fire on the ground, all the range have tried to run out of it, and then everyone who's purple is cursed. And then someone's run too far over to the right, and we've pulled the double destroyer giant as well. They run straight in the raid. Basically, the biggest risk in Molten Core is multi-pulling shit. Single bosses, bosses in the ads, or like individual packs, and not too dangerous. But as soon as you start getting 2, 3, 4 packs of stuff, it gets dangerous really fast.
I wouldn't mind adding something.
Sure.
Those Molten Giants, you got to be really careful not to rip threat. I've
Yeah, they
I've
slap.
seen some rogues get one-shotted with them.
Are
Yeah,
they?
absolutely.
You can't lip the. You can lip their melees, right? Just not the fire damage
Yeah, I
for
believe
the
so.
Molten Giants, or they.
Yep.
Also, hopefully, tomorrow when we do this shit, we put all the ads on the boss and cleave it down.
Yeah,
That's
you
what
could do
I'm
it either
gonna
way.
do.
So the safest, which is a bit slower, which we might do tomorrow because it's the first raid for a few people, is we'll get the boss and take him to the back of the room, and then we'll do the ads by themselves. And then in a couple of weeks, once everyone's a little more comfortable, we'll just cleave them all down together. That's how I was thinking of doing it tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll always do it the safest way first, but whatever you
Yeah,
think is safest.
100%.
Sweet,
Nah,
sweet.
dude,
But
I
this
can kill them all.
this is going to be a lower risk because I think we'll probably end up killing all the trash in there because the mats are pretty useful for the G bank. But it's just another lesson that things will aggro from closer than you think they will. So like basically max hunter range, if you've got a rangefinder, 35 yards or so, stuff aggros. All right, cool. So I'll go back to the assignments. So Lucifron, pretty straightforward. Magmadar is very, very straightforward. Tank and spank, basically. It's got a couple of mechanics, but we'll explain it in the moment. Gehennis, third boss. That's the video we just watched. He has the boss and 2 ads. That's not too hard. Then we get to really like the first coordination fight of the night. So Gar. So Gar is a boss that has 8 ads that circle around him. And what happens is that we get all the these warriors here to pick up one of the ads each. We're also going to banish 2 ads, and then the rest of the raid's going to zug down the boss. Is what's going to happen. So I've got a, not that one, this one here. So Gar's a little bit scary too because there's patrolling dogs that walk around him. And what happens in this clip is that the raid leader, I think the sound's not working, but the raid leader says, yeah, pull the dog. But when the dog is right in front of Gar and the ads are circling not close enough to him, it pulls the boss as well. So this is early on in my pulling career. I only made this mistake once. So we get the dog. Luckily,
no.
luckily all the ads are marked, so we're able to recover. But it's real scary, really scary. And so in this situation, most people should have engineering for the safety of the raid. If at any point you see like ads or boss ads or anything zoom into the raid, just drop a dummy. Just don't even hesitate. Just drop a dummy. Try and do dummies so that the mobs face away from the raid, because a lot of mobs have AOE abilities they do. But that's one of the, like, for the newer players, one of the key takeaways. If you've got dummies and something runs into the middle, the raid or into the healers, just drop a dummy.
Please don't use love fools. Not those ones.
Yeah, good shout. Don't use the Valentine's
Luga?
Day dummies.
I don't have any
Yeah,
more.
Don't bring them to raid.
I'll just go bear.
Just don't bring them.
I have real dummies.
Real dummies only.
Real
What about
dummies.
those
Don't
DME ones?
call
Are
Leaf
those
a
bad?
dummy. Gosh.
As long
The
as they don't
DMEs,
enrage
I
the
don't think
boss.
they enrage them. I don't think they enrage them. I think theirs are fine. It's just the ones from the Valentine's enrage, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I guess that's like another positioning clip, but that's basically the Gar fight. That's not to do. But in any of these situations, generally what you want to do is kill if there's multi-pulls and there's a core hound, a dog, just kill the dog first, and then try and off tanks, grab the other ads and try and control them. I'll show you really quick what's supposed to happen. Let me just work out. I put the timestamps down, 45:42. So this is from our raid last night over on Alliance. All right, yeah, so this is what's supposed to happen. Just skip forward 10 seconds, 10 seconds. All right, go back 10 seconds. All right, so what we've done here is there's a bunch of trash in the room, which we'll go around and clear. We basically just clear from the right-hand side to the left-hand side, and then we look for this dog that patrols very, very close to Gar, and we aggro him when he's at his furthest left point. And while that's happening, all the ads here will be marked, so that everyone knows what assigns they need to pick up. And so with these ones, so we're going to pull the dog first. Just skip forward. Here we go. Pull the dog off to the side. So this dog will be a rage dog. So warriors will stack rage. And then the way that we'll start the fight with Gar is that we'll get a mage to run forward an ice block so that all the ads aggro onto him. And then the warriors are going to walk in right behind, pick up their ads, and peel off to the side.
Don't blink into Gar.
Yeah, don't blink in. Just walk in. You can early lip and then ice block. So that's what we're talking about here. So I think the sound isn't working.
Do not fucking intercept Gar either, or you will die.
Yeah, he's fucking slaps. He fucking slaps. So the moment here we're talking about making sure that all the ads are marked, make sure everyone knows their assignments. And then we're deciding on which mage was going to do it. And what's going to happen is the mage is going to walk forwards in front of everyone. The warriors are go in behind. And then the warriors will pick up the ads that they're assigned to. And most of the raid will just get straight on the boss. Here we go.
I'm so pumped.
So the mage is just going in. All the warriors go in, pick up their ads. Banishers go out straight away. And most of the raid will be on Gar.
So it's Gar first over the ads.
Yep. Focus Gar, because the dangerous. These ads are quite dangerous. When they die, they explode. They do a couple of thousand damage, and they ping you across the room, which you'll see happening at the end of the fight. That's the most dangerous bit about this fight.
Yeah, and then Gar will also slow you, I think.
Yep. He also removes random buffs that you've got. So usually we chuck out like water breathing, whatever junk, useless buffs on everyone.
Hey, Spider, shouldn't we, our warriors, like, tank those mobs with their ass against the wall over there? So just get knocked
to the
into
back
the
wall. Yeah,
instead?
exactly.
Real quick, you should also not take the ads too far away from the boss.
Yeah, he enrages. Yeah, exactly. So you want to stay within 15 yards of the boss. So I didn't realize this was actually a little bit sloppy last night, but it is what it is. Yeah, these ads enrage if they're too far from the boss, which I think is like 15 yards. It's pretty close. So it looks like the boss is about to go down. And then once the boss goes down, we'll move the, what's supposed to happen is the fire sworn get moved to the back wall.
Notice how like no melee is on Skull right there. They're all staying out because he blows up.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so once these mobs are at about like 40%, melee just go out and just let range do it. Because these explosions can like chain into each other, and if you get hit by 2 or 3, even with like, I don't know, 9, 10k health, you'll probably die. So at the moment we're spreading them out along the back wall, and we're calling for them. All right, everyone, kill triangle, melee outer triangle, which will do the same stuff tomorrow. And we try to stagger the kills. We don't want them all to die at the same time. And then when it explodes, you'll see melees will get shot across the room. But if you're in the back wall, it doesn't shoot you too far. And that's Gar. Does anyone have any questions? So I'm just going to show you videos of, I think there's 3 or 4 fights that are like more dangerous and more important to know. So I'll just show you those 3 or 4, and we'll explain the rest in real time tomorrow.
Are we wrecking Magmadar or are we wrecking Shazra?
That is a question for a warrior expert. So I've played Hunter exclusively. I kind of know some
It should be
tanky general
Shazra.
stuff. I think it's usually Shaz, but for warrior specific tanking specific stuff, I don't know.
Yeah, you should absolutely just wreck Shazra.
Sweet.
Yeah, Shaz is the wreck boss.
Yeah, there's options. We'll see how we feel tomorrow.
Were you saying the
Just
boss
asking
removes
questions
random
'cause I've
buffs?
done it separate ways, so.
Yeah, I think it's the boss. I think it's the boss. It might be the ads as well, but it's at least the boss removes random.
No,
random
it's just
buffs.
Gar, yeah.
Yeah.
Are we
yeah.
staying
Go for
boon for Gar, or are we like what?
No, so we'll be
what's
unbooned
the?
from Oni. We'll stay unbooned and we'll go straight to MC. Or actually, Leaf, what did we decide? We're going to do
We said we'd
unboon
reboon
after Oni?
after Oni, yeah,
Yeah,
because
cool.
by the time we get here and get fire resist and all that sort of shit, and then
Yeah.
get up to the sort of later
Yeah,
bosses,
it'll take about an hour. Yeah, it'll
yeah,
take
they
about
can
an hour.
always
Are we
boon.
doing
We
the
can
UBR stuff after Gar, or are we doing it beforehand?
Probably both,
after
just
we
because
said,
boon times are a bit wonky. Like it's not really
yeah.
necessary for the first section, but just to make it safer for like our first time raiders and stuff. I say we'll probably do it both. What we do, we usually here. What happens after Gar is that we actually everyone boons up as soon as that ad dies. Oh, this ad dies, and then we run up to Ubers and get the FR buff.
So we're staying unbooned through Gar.
Yes, yeah. But once Gar and his ads die, we'll boon, which is what Malays is doing here. Boon up.
Wait, so
We'll head
how
up
many times are we going up to
twice.
UBRS
Ubers
to get
twice. So we'll do it once
gas?
right at the start, and then we'll do it after Gar as well.
I'm just familiar with the FR. I'm sorry. Just after we talk to Major Domo, that's when people would usually get the buff.
Right.
I've seen it after Gar.
Yeah, it depends on
you?
your rate
Okay.
speed of doing it, and we're probably going to go slow. So
I'm okay with slow. I'm just
yeah.
This is new.
Yeah, there's a lot of new people in this raid, so
I think we
gotta
were
take it safe.
purposely going slow too, because then we can reboon after Oni, and then had an whole hour tick by for boons to be able to unboon
It's to
reboon
kill
as
a
we
bit of
need
time.
to.
You don't really need to
Yeah.
before at the start of MC, but just because boon times are a bit wonky.
It's just to kill time, guys. To be honest, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so you're getting the fire res for the possibility of fire blossom after Gar, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So after Gar, after this fight we've just done here, we'll go out and get FR buff. We get to the most dangerous trash in Molten Core. So one of the mechanics of most of the trash packs, like Locked Human just said, is that there's an ad that does will randomly target a raid member and do 3,000 fire damage. I think they do 2 to 3 of them, and it can hit the same person. So it's really important that everyone has their FR buff, and it's really important from after Gar that everyone just chugs GFPPs. Anytime your GFPP goes down, just drink another one for like 1 or 2 gold. You don't want to die for that. Does anyone have any questions about Gar? We'll move on.
Looking good.
Sweet. And yeah, for anyone who's new, this is going to feel like a lot of information. Don't worry, we'll explain it all in real time as well. We'll go slow and explain it all.
It's a pretty easy raid, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
Generally speaking.
Yeah, as it's pretty forgiving as well. If basically the biggest danger is like multi-pulling like 2-3 trash packs, then it gets spicy and fire blossoms go out and it gets dangerous. So that's Gar. Baron Geddon is another one of the dangerous bosses if you don't do it right. So Baron Geddon is just through the tunnel after Gar, so he'll be the first one we do after we get the FR buff. Baron Geddon puts there's 2 mechanics that are really dangerous. He puts a bomb on a random raid member, and and after 10 seconds you explode, and it does like something like 6,000 fire damage or more. It's a lot. It's really dangerous in the raid. So the way you negate it is whoever gets the bomb needs to run out of the raid. So for the melee, you'll be running forwards to the left. There's a little like cubby, and for ranged or healers, you'll be running to the back of the room. The other mechanic is that he does an AoE. I forget what it's called, but he does AoE fire around him. All you have to do for there is get all the melee just run out for 5 seconds. So I'll show you this clip as well.
Yeah, it's called Inferno.
Yeah, Inferno. That's it. It's the one where that this big what's his face, that streamer died on.
Big heels on me.
Yeah, big heels on me. It's that stuff. So let me just find the timestamp and I'll just show you.
Big heels on fucking me.
Yeah, it's that.
I'm not gonna lie. That's how I started playing hardcore. Was watching OnlyFans. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a transplant.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I didn't
Sorry you
start
had to
during
watch
the
that
hype.
moment,
I actually
though.
started after the hype. I
All
started when Soda quit.
Oh no shit.
Boy.
It was like
Shut
the
the fuck
couple. It
up,
was like a
Paul.
week after he quit.
Let the man speak. We're gonna do some achievement shit after
My
this.
bad. My bad.
All
I'm
good,
just
all good.
excited to go to Molten Core. Leave. Shut the fuck
Tomorrow,
up.
bro. We're nearly there. Hang in there. Hang in there.
All right, so we're going to pull Gadden. So what basically is happening is the rays all stacking on the right-hand side of this little lip here. So healers will stand on this little lip. The melee will be forwards. And so we pull him back. He gets tanked by the lava on the right-hand side. And we'll have someone assigned to say when the melee should go out as well, when Inferno's going. So Inferno, so if you've got DBM, it's gonna paste it all over your screen. If not, we'll say melee out anyway. The pulses get stronger. They do more damage the more there are. So if you think it doesn't hurt at the start, just run out because it does a lot more damage. So all the melee are running out. And then once he does his last pulse, they'll run back in. And you can't really see the bomb mechanic, but I think we'll probably get 2 or 3 bombs. It's just really important that whoever gets the bombs runs out of the raid. That's the most important thing here. So Beverica, so one of the priests just got the living bomb. The DBM just popped up.
Dumb question with the living bomb. How much time do you have till the bomb goes off?
About 10 seconds. So you've got a little bit of time, but you don't want to fuck around either. Don't bother casting any more abilities. Just run out of the raid.
Can I add one tiny
Yeah,
thing here as well for Warriors?
we actually had one. I'm sorry. Go on.
No,
Go
good.
ahead.
Just really quick, Warriors, in this mechanic as well, like when you're running out, the living bomb will be on your left just here on the screen, okay? So I've seen Warriors before run back away from the AoE, straight next to the person with the bomb and get blown up. So hug the lava at all times on this right-hand side of the screen. Just melee DPS, basically. I've seen a few deaths like that. People just going too far left when they're running away from the AoE fire and dying to the bomb in that little cubby area.
Exactly. Great comms.
Just wanted to mention though that there was one time that a mage was in the middle of a cast of a frostbolt, and instead of deviating from the cast and running immediately in the corner, he fucking committed to it. I mean, I guess he got some people killed from that.
Well, if someone does that, they're probably just going to
It's
get
very
juked.
simple. You're fucking retarded. Like, if
Yeah.
you have the bomb on you,
Yeah.
get out of the raid, go to your spot. It's
Yeah.
super easy.
But it's important with all this stuff that not everyone starts screaming. There needs to be like 2, maybe 3 or 4 voices in this kind of stuff, because if everyone's yelling, it can get confusing. So
Yeah, it's super important to talk about actually, like tomorrow, guys. We'll talk about it before the raid too, but pretty much like 40-man raid comms are very locked in. We're not chatting shit at all, really, ever. Like the packs are dangerous, the boss are dangerous. Only talking during the 40-man is actually about the raid leader or tanks and stuff calling what's happening. But between pause and drink and stuff, yeah, chat shit, lock back in, you know? Very important tomorrow.
For the living bomb, mages don't ice block as well.
You can ice block it.
I thought that triggers it to go off still.
Look, walk it away, then press what you want.
Yeah,
It's a good practice just to get out and then not have that happen.
yeah, and what usually will happen is you get your priests to bubble whoever gets the bomb as well. So yeah, just run out of. Make sure you run out of the raid. That's the most important thing, because otherwise you get your fellow raiders killed.
Will you rewind that back? I just want to see if everybody's popped in their death wish on the beginning of Baron.
I think it'll be Shaz, but I'm not 100% sure.
Death Wish is different.
Ah.
You're good, bro.
Yeah, I don't know Warrior.
Yeah, wasn't it like a 3-minute cooldown or something?
Yeah, 3 minutes, yeah.
Sweet. I got a level 30 Warrior, but that's it.
I'm just seeing how they're using them.
Maybe they're waiting for the first
It looks like they did.
I
pop
see he
it at the
popped it
beginning.
here. I think he like waited till.
You should probably wait until after the first
I
Inferno.
was gonna say the first Inferno might be good.
There's 3 minutes between every single boss in here, at least.
Yeah, probably after rage buildup, I would imagine.
Yeah. All right, sweet.
One thing I want to point out there, if you guys don't mind, you see that the main tank is staying in here. I'm assuming this is because that that tank is getting bubbled, because I don't think we have that option.
The tanks should have full FR, which I think is like 315, and they can just stay in because they'll get enough resists. We have tanks, at least 2 tanks with full FR, yeah?
We will, yeah, we'll have FR tanks, yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, good point. The tank will stay in. Sorry, that's a great point. The tank will stay in, but everyone else will go out. They'll be in full max FR gear. Cool. Any other questions for Baron Geddon? Sweet.
Doesn't he have a? Sorry. Doesn't he
That's
have
right, go
like
for it.
a decurse or something that like drains mana or something?
It's a dispel called Mana Ignite.
So, yeah, there's people that should be dispelling that, right?
Just the priests. They're the only ones.
Okay.
They're gonna do it on the healers first, then the mages, then the warlocks,
So
then the hunters.
go back to that one more time, Spider the sheet. We'll be giving you guys this too. You can read all this stuff just here. Dispel many users can outrange debuff. Ryan it has all the little mechanics there too. We can read over this as well before the raid tomorrow.
Yeah,
Heaps of
so
little
I'd
side tips and stuff.
strongly encourage chuck this on your second screen. So for raid tomorrow, and just flick through the tabs as we go.
And things like dismiss pets will be yelling that out to you guys anyway as we go, so don't stress too much. Like
Yeah. We'll communicate all this in real time, so there's like a bit of like awareness as well.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so then we go to Shazra, after Baron Geddon, we clear a bit of trash, and then we go to Shazra, who's just a tank and spank. Yeah, he has a curse that he does. So it needs to be when he decurses going out. Other than that, it's just tank and spank. The section after here is the most dangerous trash in the dungeon. So I've got a couple of clips where the guild I was raiding with butt pulled, I think 3 packs, and then 5 warriors died. So I'll show you this here. So this is Shazra. He's the boss straight after Baron Geddon. It's in the same room. I don't think it sounds working, but anyway. So we've just killed Shazra. Everyone will turn and look to the left.
Real quick, does the raid group plan on popping arcane protection potions for Shaz?
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll call that GAP. We'll call GAPP. So you should have probably for everyone, probably like 10 GFPPs, 1 GAPP, and 1 or 2 GSPPs as well.
We'll have the whole consumes list guys already up as well. You can go look at and grab all the consumes you need.
So this section here is like there for this next like 5 minutes is like the most dangerous part of the trash in the dungeon. If you pull everything one by one, it's totally fine, very very cruisy, but it's just another lesson on what you're positioning. What's going to happen here is we're going to pull this annihilator, and I think there's a dog that pats down, and there's also a pack that's over to the right, and we managed to pull the dog and the pack to the right, and it gets very spicy very fast. So I think someone lurks out to the right hand side. It might be just the next bit. Yeah. So we're looking at this pack on the left is getting pulled down. And the dog has just social aggroed here. And I think someone pops out to the wide to the right hand side here and aggroes this group to the right as well.
My God.
And this is the worst situation I've seen in Molten Core.
Was this your raid last night, you say?
No. This one isn't. No. No. This is about 12 months ago. This raid. This guild actually doesn't exist anymore. But yeah, so we've just pulled the trash back on the left, the dog social aggroed, and we've just social aggroed this pack here. This is like this is a panic situation. It's like dummies, like warriors in plate, pick up ads, like do everything you can. This is a panic situation. So you can see the dummies going out. The problem with some of these dummies is that people are dropping the dummies right in the middle of the raid. So they're still doing their cone abilities over the whole raid. So try to have the headspace if something like this does happen, to place your dummies out on the right hand side so mobs are facing away.
It's probably worth noting too that you don't want a dummy unless it's called the dummy.
Unless, not necessarily, unless there's like something that charges straight into the raid, like there's an ad loose or something charging into the raid, then just dummy straight away. But like a big thing like this, yeah, the raid leader will probably be screaming, dummies.
Yeah.
You can see like how low like a lot of the warriors. So one of the warriors has already died. A bunch of the warriors are getting chunked down. They're spiking really hard. Even though we've killed the dog, there's still like I think 5 mobs up. Soccer's just died. Pogs, he petries or something on like 1 HP.
Yeah, we should think about clearing those packs before pulling that
Definitely.
left.
Definitely.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna
we won't
need
do
the
it like
rod.
that. We won't do it like that. One of the problems with this situation is that the raid leader went to do the douse behind the boss, so he wasn't there to call comms and wasn't here telling people don't pull shit. But we'll do it a lot more safely than that. Unfortunately, like a lot of people died, but it's gave me a really good lesson, and everyone who's there a big lesson on be fucking really careful in this section.
You guys were trying to skip the pack on the right, correct?
I think so. I think so from memory.
One overarching theme too that they won't have over there, guys. Our totems, super fucking important. Our totem placement and not leaving totems behind in trash areas. Totem pulse can be really, really bad in MC, obviously. So it's a shaman thing to think about as well.
Yeah, and this is the end of this clip. So yeah, this section here, what you're supposed to do, well, ideally what you do is just pull one pack at a time, pull them back, do them safely, up you go. So we'll be clearing all the trash one pack at a time. So God forbid this doesn't happen. This is the only time I've seen like multiple deaths in a pool in Molten Core, but it's just a lesson that although it's very chill, if everything goes right, it gets spicy really fast. So I'll watch your positioning and pop GFPPs.
You're gonna have a warlock banishing one of the rock ones.
Yes, yeah, we will. Probably for this raid, we'll probably get them both banished in these packs, but then you can go to just one in the future. I took a screenshot of the video. There you go. But yeah, so this is just after Shaz. Just another lesson I keep harping on about. Watch your positioning. Things pull from closer than you think they will. All right. And then
this is the lava reavers, the rock ones. Do they do a stun? If I'm not mistaken?
yeah, they have a cone, frontal cone stun. I believe that they do. So they usually, if you tank him, they need to be faced away from the raid.
So probably a good idea to FAP for tanks, or
yeah, but we'll banish them. We'll banish them for these ones. But yeah, tanks face them away from the raid. We'll kill them last. So with these packs, they're packs of 4 mobs. So there'll be one that does the fire blossom that we'll kill first. Then we'll kill the other fire looking mob, and then we'll kill the 2 reavers afterwards. Cool. All right. So we'll move on to the next section. So that is, sorry if I'm scaring the shit out of anyone, but it usually goes smoothly. I've seen deaths in I think 4 or 5 runs of MC, maybe like 6 out of like 50. It's rare, but it does happen. It's usually when people get complacent or trying to like speed run is when shit goes really wrong. But that's Shazra, tank and spank. Then we go up a ramp to the next section. This section here, I'll be saying when we're in there, is the most dangerous section. It's the most tricky one to pull. It's not really that hard, but it is the most tricky and it's the most punishing. So I'll be telling everyone to stay back, but I'll show you another bad pull that we do here.
Watch out, you can get punted in the lava.
Yeah, so this section here, there's a dog that patrols down this ramp. So ultimately we need to go up that ramp, but there's a dog that patrols down and there's a few patrols of shit down in this dungeon here as well.
Shazarath. No, it's Sulfuron. Sulfuron, you can move Firelord.
Kill a Firelord.
So pull the Firelord. I think we social the dog.
We shoot the dog as well.
Oh no.
Shoot the dog as well.
I pull the dog, which is deliberate.
Oh, distract. Yeah, distract him.
I have fapped.
Pass fire bubble.
And then we're looking for, so there's a tunnel dog. You'll hear, sorry, the dog on the ramp. You'll hear me talking about. We'll try and get him as he comes down. So those packs went okay.
There's a dog coming down the ramp. We're gonna do that next. Go up the ramp.
What we're doing is we're looking for that dog as he's coming down the ramp.
Circle.
Now, what the raid leader does is he says to go around this section here, which is a mistake. We won't be doing this because where the raid's going here, it's someone going around this corner or their pet is going to aggro this group of ads here, and we'll get the dog as well.
Up the ramp behind circle.
So the raid leader says, "Yep, go around the thing."
Yeah, someone's gonna pull that.
We're looking up at the dog, and then the other ads body pull about now, I think, from memory. Yep, we body pull the ads as well. So shit aggro's from ages away. Ages and ages away.
Big banish, boys. Big banish.
Are these all highlight reels of what not to do? This isn't from one specific run.
Yeah, these are from different raids, and these are highlight reels of what not to do. Sorry, I should have explained that at the start.
I figured.
These are some clips that I've personally collected over the last year, and so there's only like 5 of them, but they're good lessons of what not to do.
I like this. I like what not to do. as well
Yeah.
as what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
usually not this chaotic. Like,
No, no.
Yeah.
This
this is crazy.
this is 5 clips that I've in the last year, and then most of these are towards the start of last year. It got a lot cleaner after that.
Yeah.
In the various guilds I was in.
No, we
What is
kill
it?
dog. Kill dog.
And I also took on pulling because I'd seen a lot of the shit, so I sort of knew what to do. So they got less chaotic as well. But yeah, just again another lesson. I'll keep harping on about it in the raid. Watch your positioning and listen to what the raid leaders say. Although Molten Core, like if everything goes smooth, it's a cakewalk. It's fucking easy. It's not really that dangerous. If people aren't paying attention or complacent, it gets dangerous real fast. And then got one more. This is one more. What not to do. Oop, go back a little bit. This is the same section in a different raid. Where I think we get the dog and the surger, and then that pack on the left again.
That's fine.
From
Banish the
memory.
surger. Banish the surger. Banish the surger. Pick up the dog. Banish surger. You're on dog.
And you'll notice in these fights, we're going to target the dogs first. The dog has to die first.
Kill dog. It's all right.
Nice respect, man.
All right, we're on surger.
And
We
I
don't
think
have
it's this next
bubbles,
section.
so let's wait. Got 2 minutes. Let that dog pat.
All right. Pull the hound.
So here, so these dogs, when they pull, they also social in about 30 yards. So I think we pull it here from memory.
We're floating cores. That's why we're killing all of the.
Yeah, so we pull it,
oh
and
my
it
God.
socials the ads behind it.
Banish.
I fab. Get banishes out. Get
So we
banishes
double
out
pulled
now.
here again. So you see dummies, the people are dropping dummies.
Focus the hound.
There's been a dummy called by the raid leader. So I've placed that. I'll just go back a second and show you what I mean with trying to face them away. What I've done here is placed a dummy off to the right hand side, so anything with a frontal cone will shoot off to the right.
Lorian bubble. Capitano heals. Get lay on
In
hands
theory,
out now
at least.
if you need it.
But yeah, anyway, I'll stop banging on about these clips. So all I'm trying to highlight is that watch your positioning. If you dummy, try and face things away from the raid. Shit can get spicy real fast, but we should be fine. The boss after that is Sulfur and Harbinger. This one's pretty straightforward. It's just a boss and 4 ads. There is kick assignments because the ads heal. So you'll see down the bottom here. So rogues will do the first kick, warriors second, and then we've got backup kicks as well for each of the assignments. And we'll just cleave down these ads here as well. Then that's pretty straightforward. We go up to Golemag, who is pretty straightforward. This will just be a boss and 2 ads, where we'll have 2 hunters, myself and Terry, who'll pull the ads off to the side, and then everyone will just kill the boss. Very straightforward as well. Then Major Domo. So Major Domo is the biggest coordination fight here, and it's the one that is the most dangerous if we fuck it up. But it's pretty straightforward. So basically, what happens with Major Domo is that there are the boss, and there's 8 ads. Of the 8 ads, 4 are healers and 4 are called elites that are melee. So we've got 4 mages. The mages are each going to sheep one of the healers, and then we're going to kill the elites, the melee mobs, one by one. Once 4 mobs die, then all of the sheeps break and everything pops out. So the ideal outcome is we just kill all the melees one by one. But if you cleave or put a dot on a healer and it pops out and it starts healing, it gets spicy really fast. But it's not too hard. We'll explain it a lot in the moment. Everyone will understand their assigns, and it usually goes pretty smooth. I've never seen this fight go too bad, but it has the potential to. Any questions or points on that one? Sweet.
Don't break sheeps.
Yeah, reship. So major, yeah, that's a good point. Majors, your whole assignment for this fight is just keep your healer sheeped until the 4 die and they all pop out. That's the most important thing.
With sheeps, if say someone does put like a dot or a bleed, we just keep sheeping on that mob just to
We'll
keep it
probably
down.
switch to it. We'll probably switch to it if that happens.
Yeah.
But so if that happens to someone, sorry, yep, go for it.
Like let's say it goes like out of hand. There's like 2 or like 3 of them that have dots. Like someone like really fucked up. We would just keep sheeping, I assume.
Yeah, to try and like CC interrupt them. Yep, exactly. To be honest, I've never seen that happen, but it has the potential to happen if we fuck up really badly. But we'll stress this in the moment and stress that it's coordination fight, and it'll just be the normal kill order: skull, cross, square, moon, and then we'll kill the healers, and we'll call out the healers one by one as well.
Than their multi shots, dude.
Yeah. No AOE. We usually just go no AOE on this fight and just do them one
Dude,
by
I
one.
only did it once. Calm down.
Terry.
Hey, I've also done it. I've also done it.
I'm
And go,
going to
"Yeah,
practice. I take it off my bar when it's time to do that.
that muscle
Nice.
memory. Cool. So that will explain it. It'll look intimidating. It should go. This usually goes pretty smooth as well. Then we're up to Rag, last fight of the night. So basically we'll be spread out in groups of 2, 18 or more yards apart. For ranged, range will just pump the boss. There's no threat cap. He can't hit you. For tanks and melee, you need to be careful of Wrath of Rag and not ripping threat. We'll have 2 tanks, or 3 if we've got 3 with FR cap sets. They'll stay in the whole time. Melee will be doing a bit of a dance in and out. This fight's pretty straightforward as well, to be honest. And we've got a billion warriors, so we're going to zug it really quick. But that's pretty much it. Does anyone have any questions? Is there anything I haven't covered? I know I've been waffling for a while now, and we've watched a lot of videos, and it's a lot of information. Any questions or points or anything?
It's worth mentioning on Rag that every time he does Wrath of Rag, guys, it's a threat reset, full wipe.
Yes.
And so warriors, if there's one fight you're going to die on, it's this one. If you go in before tanks get hit, one hit on the boss, you're just dead. He will one-shot you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And you also need to go out when melee calls it, or you're going to get knocked up in the fucking air too.
Yep. Just warriors, listen to the melee caller, whoever that is.
Yep.
I also want to emphasize that these tanks are going to be using their fire res sets, and during execute phase specifically, that's when warrior DPS can rip threat a lot.
Yeah, be very careful, warriors. This fight especially, like the guys are saying, you'll get one hit. Be really careful watching your threat on this fight.
Dumb question. Why are we stacking? Is there like a reason?
It's a good question.
There's only so much room.
Yeah, there's not much room.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
So you're basically standing right next to the
I'll show you.
Rag randomly targets people with mana, and he'll hit people in the air. So if we're stacked up in one group, everybody's getting hit in the air, and the tanks are not getting healed. So we spread out to mitigate that.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you.
No problem.
Does it split damage like AQ does, or like when AQ20, like with
It's
the
a knockback, man. It knocks you in the sky, and it can make you land in the lava, take a bit of fall damage. It's to mitigate how many people get hit by each one.
Yeah, so we'll be in little groups of 2 or 3 everywhere. That way it's just minimal people getting hit. That way it's not like 4 healers.
And if you get knocked into lava as one of the ranged or the healers, just try and run it. It doesn't hit that hard, but it'll tick for a couple of hundred at a time. If you can't, just Petri, and we'll get you out at the end. But don't panic too much. You won't instantly die or anything. I'll show you the Rag fight while we're here. So this is again the perspective of Malaise, who's one of our warriors. The warrior group is all stacked up here. They're going to wait for the tanks to establish a little bit of threat, and then they're all going to go in together. I don't know if that sound's working or not.
It's bro, yeah.
Oh, it is? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Where they're stacked right now on square, that's your melee out stack. So when they call melee out, that's where you're going to go back to.
They're ready to intercept back in, Willie, if you need.
Wrath of Rag 5.
Wrath of Rag 5.
Yep. Wrath of Rag 5, that's when everybody's going to come out.
So the tanks will
greedy
stay
warrior had to get another hit in.
That was Mad Orc for sure, bro. That was Mad Orc all day.
Playing with fire.
What do you even mean, dude? What are you talking about? Nah, I don't start fucking around until I know.
Melee, get out.
Yeah.
He is again, Maddock.
Nice, good job, guys.
Land.
Weenies.
Which I think Weenie's actually, I think he ripped there.
Back off, Weenies.
Exactly, he nearly died. Yeah, the Wrath of Rag is the main mechanic to be careful of, but be very careful of it. For range, so hunters and mages and shit, he can't hit you, so you can just...
Go for the Fire Lord, guys. Caster knife.
Priest legs, hell yeah.
That's it.
Beautiful.
So he can just not hit us at all as a mage or a hunter.
Yeah, correct.
Yep,
So he can
it's
shoot
possible.
fireballs at you that'll ping you across the room, but he can't actually hit you. So if you top of the throat meter, doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, if you watch that fight again, if you go back into it, you'll see people randomly get targeted that have mana and they'll take some damage.
Yeah, at the start, one of the paladins got knocked across. Actually, I saw that.
Yeah.
He'll appear down to the left hand side somewhere.
You'll watch the raid frames there, and you'll see like all the ranged and casters get it once in a while.
So Luna is one of the hunters, just got hit. I think it's Beckett in next. I saw a paladin appear here for a second.
They're ready to intercept back in, Willie, if you need.
Wrath of Dragon 5.
Wrath of Dragon 5.
Melee out.
Yeah, just
Okay.
run back to your
Are
spot
the
and carry
tanks
on.
just like are the tanks like taunting off each other too for this spot? Like
I think they're just fighting for threat, but
They're
tanks.
just fighting for a threat.
Yeah, for the whole
Yeah.
fight, a tank should be fighting for the threat, but then come XE phase, what I think we're going to do is rotate AoE taunts and mockings and whatnot.
Yeah.
Just so people can pump. I think that's the best idea.
There's two tanks. That way, in case one tank doesn't get a resist on the Wrath of Rag, the other one can taunt because he's going to get knocked up in the air or knocked back.
Lots of tanks. Yeah.
So you'll
I'm
see
not a
here
tank,
one.
but just wondering. You know.
Go for it. Sorry.
No, I was just wondering. Plus for the sheet, the sheet you were showing with the with your jobs, what's it FR something next to my name? What does that say? FR.
Okay. So that is probably a mistake because the paladins on Alliance have an FR like aura that they can put on, and so you make sure you have your FR paladin who's in the tank group next to there. So you'll see FR just like flex myself.
It's very similar here though, because totems you need the shaman, the
Yeah.
tank shaman, to be within
Gotcha.
totem range.
Is Wolf a shaman? Yeah, Wolf is a
Yep.
shaman. Okay, cool. So you'll be on make sure that the tanks have their FR.
And see on the screen there where I put the totems just there on the little map.
Yeah.
FR aura on the side there.
Okay, that just means my fire is
Totems.
okay. Fire totem.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
That's what I thought, but just double check.
Yeah. No, good pickup. Good question.
Outside of
yes.
tanks and melee, like specifically for me, a healer, psychological, when is the best time for like fire resist gear, or will that be called out?
For tanks or for non-tanks?
No, for non-tanks, such as like a healer.
Non-tanks usually don't, but having a
Okay.
this whole second section after Gar, you basically always want a GFPP up, mainly for
Okay, so-
for the Fire Blossom, but also like everything does fire damage.
Okay, so we
What I was
don't.
telling some of the guys in Blood Risen too is like you don't want to gimp your plus healing or your hit or
Right.
your crit or your attack power, just to have
Yeah.
fire resist when you can use a GFPP. It's mostly on the tanks.
My personal opinion here is that you're never gonna 100% even partially resist anything unless you have 215 fire resist, and that's a lot to get.
Right.
And so you might as well just go AP healing, whatever.
You see
and
215 or
just-
315?
215.
Oh,
So
it's not
215
He's
for
talking about,
partial
like,
resist.
yeah.
215
Right.
caps you on partial resist, so you'll never take a full blast, but 315 caps you full stop.
Just bring dark runes and major manas, you're good.
The amount of health you want is 6,000. I don't know if that's right. I'll come a bit late, but I don't know if that's already been
Yeah.
called.
No, I don't think I mentioned that. You're right. You're
No,
absolutely
yeah.
right.
6,000 because the Fire Blossom hits for 2,000 to 3,000 and it's hardcore, so you always assume the worst. You assume you get hit on the higher cap for no resist, so you assume you get hit for 3,000 and 3,000. So that's what you want if you don't want to gamble. Essentially, is 6,000 health.
Yep. Yeah, great information.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
I think that pretty much covers it. So for gear, everyone, if you've got the Zanzas, definitely pop a Zanza for this. If not, get like a Blasted Lands buff, a stand buff or something, or whatever your class specific stuff. But I think that mostly covers it. Unless
Yep,
anyone
I
has
think
any.
that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and we'll explain all of that in real time as well tomorrow. So don't worry if it's your first time and you didn't retain much of that. The things to focus on if it's your first time, make sure, like Shrek just said, make sure your HP is above 6,000. Make sure you have about 10 GFPPs, and bring dummies if you have them. The rest will teach you on the way, pretty much.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Should all melee bring Juju Embers?
Doesn't
What was
hurt.
that, sorry?
Yes.
Yeah, Juju Embers. Yeah, any FR stuff you want to do that's going to increase will be good.
Yeah, that'll help. On top of the Uber's buff, and then a fire totem for everybody. That'll help you out quite a bit.
Yeah. So the FR buff that we get from Ubers is about, I think it's 90. So it gives you 90 FR by itself.
81 or
Floras and the
83.
bits and pieces.
It's 81.
81. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
and then you get 60 from a totem.
Of the mob you mind control.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody will have right around 150 that's not a tank, so it's not too bad already.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Any questions, guys? Is that all pretty clear? Like we've said a lot of times, don't stress. Like it is actively raid led. A lot of people's first MCs don't have this. They literally rock up and just listen to the communication. Thus, it's important. Keep comms clear, listen, pay attention, and you'll be just fine. Realistically, that's really how it will go.
Please keep comms clear.
Yeah.
With master looting,
Yep.
I'm just going to hold off, especially for MC, for mainly for doing it all at the end, I assume, just to keep comms clear.
I mean, we can
up
just,
to you guys.
we'll play it by ear, bro. We'll see how it feels. Like if we're drinking
Yeah.
between things, you can maybe do a piece or two. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what we usually do is like any low value like tier stuff or whatever, you can kind of do as you go. But any big pieces, just say for the end because there'll be like a big
Yeah.
discussion, which is going to distract people.
That sounds perfect. Yeah.
That was kind of my assumption as well.
Yeah, bro. That sounds perfect.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet.
Anyone not on your tuned here?